Hey, what's up everyone? Before we get into today's episode, I want to let you know of an exclusive offer that I have for you. It's the Auto Detailing Podcast membership site, and it's a very, very inexpensive. It's $3.99 per month, and what you're going to get as a member of that is exclusive content before it gets released to the public, and also those videos or podcasts that are just too controversial that I can't release to the public. You're going to get them as a member, a part of the Auto Detailing Podcast membership. So click the link below and become a member today. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a product called Coverall by Superior Products. And interestingly enough, I didn't even think about how much press Superior Products is getting on YouTube as of late. I honestly didn't even know they made this product until I looked up the Amazon listing again. Anyway, this product is an aerosol tire shine that I've actually already blown through a can, and it's a really phenomenal product. So to go with my cheap versus expensive tire shine videos and kind of trying to torture test tire shines, I decided to pick this up a while ago, and it's done incredibly well, at least on my truck tires, which tend to be a little bit more aggressive. Anyway, this bottle on Amazon is $20 for this aerosol. It's 14 ounces of aerosol on Amazon. They do make a 1 gallon that is not aerosol, that is on the same listing of this. And I did hear if you go to O'Reilly Auto Parts, you can actually pick this up for much, much cheaper than Amazon, but it's readily available on Amazon, so that's where I got it. So today we're gonna be applying it to a tire after we thoroughly clean it, for those of you wondering if I clean the tire first. We're gonna be thoroughly cleaning the tire, applying the product, and then putting it through my version of a torture test of tire shine. So all that and maybe some more free commentary coming up in this video. So on the front, it has this, and this is why I love testing stuff. It says, it stays where it's sprayed. This formulation provides the best durability and gloss, unlike the others. Leaves a waterproof, shiny coat along with lasting protection. Compare it yourself, it's the best. Well, I will. So it covers all and will not harm wheel or tire covers. So we have this wheel that I found by the dumpster. I cleaned it, you saw that, and so now we're gonna apply it and then see how it goes. Let it cure for 20 minutes and then hit it through a torture test. It says this is the one rule that I'm breaking, to apply 6 inches away, but I can't because then I would get, it's a little windy today, so I'm going a little bit closer than the 6 inches, and I'm just trying to lay down a really even coat across the whole tire. What I like about aerosol, even though it's a total, not a total waste of money, but it is expensive, an expensive way to use a tire shine. Why is it? Oh, that was interesting. So now it says to let it cure for 20 minutes. More backing up, that's fine. So you can see on the initial one, it's very glossy, and that's what I've realized. That's what I actually like, is the gloss that it offers. However, I'm gonna let it dry for 20 minutes and then we'll come back and kind of see where it's at. But aerosol, what I was gonna say is aerosol allows you, even on aggressive tires, to get a really nice, even application. Usually you have to worry about it flinging or slinging, which in my experience, this doesn't do even when you wipe it, even if you don't wipe it, rather. So that's one thing that I've really started to like about it. My tires on my truck are a little bit more aggressive, and so I've just found to use this product and really, really like it. However, it is a bit more of an expensive way for tire shine, but let's give it 20 minutes and we'll come back to it. All right, so you can see it's actually been over 20 minutes. And one thing I did too was I took my blower to it, and it really made no difference. You can see how nice and shiny and consistent the tire is, which is how I like my tire. Now, for the purposes of this video as well, I didn't dab it or wipe it with the towel or anything like that. But if you want to knock down the shine a little bit, you can do that as well. So now let's put it through the torture test. So first up, it's just a garden hose foam cannon. Really nothing to it, and I'm probably most nervous for this part right here. I've done this test before. I've applied this product on my truck and have it on my tires, and it probably lasts, real world circumstances, probably upwards of 6 to 8 car washes. It won't be that shiny for 6 to 8 car washes, but it lasts and it doesn't return to that brown like we've seen Why did I turn the hose off? That was dumb. It doesn't return to that super brown like we've seen. So let's see how it looks after just the car wash soap. You can actually see it beading. That's pretty cool. We've never really seen that with the water beading up on the tire. So that's actually really cool to see. I don't think, have we seen that in any of the other ones? I don't think we've seen that. So let me get the blower out and blow this off and see what we're looking like. But I don't think we've ever seen I don't think we've ever seen it bead water, which is pretty cool. Okay, so after essentially one wash, and I can't see anymore with my glasses on, so one wash, it's still pretty wet, but we really haven't lost any gloss, I would say, and definitely hasn't returned to where it was. So let's take the AM iron. So what am I looking for? I'm looking, when we did some of the previous torture tests on tire shines, we actually saw, even after cleaning the tire pretty thoroughly before, we actually saw it go, after some of them we just hit with soap and they returned to more disgusting than it was before we applied the tire shine, after we cleaned it. And so I'm looking for that, like, what is it gonna take to get back to that really brown, disgusting look? So let's see if we're still getting water beading after the iron remover. I never thought I'd be judging water beading on a tire, but you could see that. We're still getting water beading on the tire, which is really cool. Look at that. Still getting water beading. So I guess for this tire, and a lot of this I kind of make up as I go, if you couldn't tell, mainly because I'm testing things that have never been tested before. So I guess now, not only are we looking at is the tire consistently black, but we're also looking at water beading, I guess. And are we seeing any decrease in tire shine? And one thing that I've noticed with this tire shine specifically is that you don't, on my personal trucks, I'll bring real world uses into it. It doesn't turn into a really ugly brown. It just starts to degrade a little bit. Like we start to see right here, the tire shine is starting to break down a little bit. It's getting splotchy from that iron remover a little bit, but it hasn't reverted back to that really nasty brown. So let's, before we go to, all right, let's just take this Hyper Cleanse by Lithium Auto Elixirs. And let's see, so this is a cleaner degreaser, because now the problem does become, what if you do want to clean your tire? How do you get it off? But I do like that the tire doesn't look worse. And let's see if it starts repelling this degreaser, or if this breaks it down. And if it does break it down, what does it look like? So we're not scrubbing or anything, but let's give it a second. I'm imagining you would go through and spray all your tires or your rims or your wheels or whatever you guys like to call them. Then come back to it. See if we're getting water beading still. And you know what? There may be a residue from the thing, so why don't we foam it again? This is pH neutral soap. This is not a heavy pH soap or anything like that. But again, we saw on some other tire shines, it took it off. So kind of interesting. And we're still getting water beading. Some, not a ton. but again, different than what we were getting and doing. So again, obviously a heavier breakdown, but we still haven't reverted back to what it was, that browning that it was before, but definitely has taken a hit. But again, that's why I like this tire shine, is that it doesn't just like one car wash, one rainstorm, one puddle, and your tire looks disgusting. It actually is gonna hang on for a little bit. It's not perfect, but it definitely hangs on a lot more. When we did the 50-50 split with one of the other tire shines, the one side was like more gross. I don't think grosser is a word. It was more gross than the side. Let's try the Adams tire and rubber cleaner to see. But again, one thing I just really like about this tire shine is, one, the ease of use, the ease of application, and then if you can withstand some of the harsher chemicals to clean the tire, that tells me that when you go through a rainstorm and there's oil and brine or whatever's on the road, that your tires aren't gonna look all gross and brown. I'd rather have no shine and lose the shine, which I'm fine with, as long as they don't look gross, super gross. I want my tires to still look clean. So we've kind of getting more water beading, and what I'm gonna do as the last one is I'm gonna take, I guess I'll take the Adams wheel and tire cleaner with a brush, and let's scrub it off and see what it looks like. See if it reverts back to being super brown, or if it actually left kind of like a, what would be cool, and I really don't know, is if it left kind of like a protective coating layer or had a conditioner in it or something that makes it so the tire just doesn't, it'll look clean, but it won't look gross and brown. And I don't know why it did that on some of the other tire cleaners. So let's see. So we're getting a lot of browning, which I did when I cleaned the tire originally. Still getting a lot of browning out of it, which could be a natural thing for the tire, considering it's all rubber all the way through, and I would assume there's multiple layers to the rubber. So it could be coming up from the bottom. So you could maybe scrub all day long and still get that browning. But let's see what it looks like after we rinse this and dry it. So see how the water beading is gone now. So just like on paint, the water's totally flat. So that, if I wouldn't have scrubbed it, it would be interesting to see how long that water beading would actually go for. So let's see what this tire looks like when it's dry. But I think we have a new standard to gauge it by. So we are gonna get a lot of that browning back, or some of the browning back at least, after a scrub, but not terrible. So it's actually, the good thing is that you can get it off if you need it off, but it stays if you want it to stay. And the tire, now the tire's naked as I keep drying it off. And there you go. It's back to a clean, fresh tire. Interesting. Very, very fun. Very fun and very interesting. Still doesn't look terrible, but you can see the inconsistencies of the tire, and that's a bare tire. Cool. All right, what do you guys think about that video? So coverall in real world circumstances, at least in my world, has been a really phenomenal product, and this is not a sponsored video or any of that. It's just showcasing a product that no one really talks about that I've been having tremendous success with. And isn't that what YouTube is all about? Showcasing products that work for you regardless if they're sponsored or not. Anyway, what do you guys think about that video? Brian's laughing. JP's taking photos. Anyway, leave your thoughts, feelings, and emotions in the comments below. And on your way down, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button. If you want to see more behind the scenes of what I do here at the studio, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'll take you with me on my trips to SEMA, Arizona, and wherever else this little YouTube channel takes me. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. Have you tried Coverall in the aerosol form? I'd love to hear that in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.